people always fight the last battle, right? After World War I, France built the Maginot Line so that the German tanks couldn't roll across the border. Only thing they forgot about was airplanes. And so, that was a supply chain strategy. So what are the things that people aren't thinking about now that they should be thinking about? In other words, what could be the next Shipageddon? And what's the preparation that smart shippers can take in order to anticipate that?
I'll start out on that one. I got an idea on that because I think Ben, you're absolutely right. Most of us fight the last battle, and the last battle is going to be about, hey, make sure you're multi-carrier, make sure you have software that allows you to relabel or rules engines as well as least cost routing activity. Make sure you have relationship with carriers. So that's the last battle. That's how you win that last battle. And I think everybody's got to come up to speed on that. But you can often look around and start hearing the echoes of the next battle. And with the Maginot Line, the French should have taken some clues. There were echoes of what the next battle would look like that they could have learned from. One of those things that we're seeing is unexpected manufacturing shutdowns and shortages. For example, automotive factories being shut down because of a lack of silicon chips, right? Yeah. That's an echo of the next battle, right? And so to me, that's, hey, in the future, what should I start to worry about? Critical items within my products are critical components of my supply chain that are the linchpin, that are the single link in the chain that's going to result in a catastrophic collapse of the entire supply chain. Another good example of that echo is that evergreen ship in the Suez Canal. That is a good example of, hey, now I can't get my blank, whatever that blank might be, and therefore I can't produce the widget that everyone loves for me to sell to. So that's what I think. We want to look at what's currently a small problem today that's easily manageable that could explode into a huge problem.
Yeah, I agree with everything Casey said, but I'm going to come at this from a different angle. Today, warehouse workers in Alabama are voting whether they're going to unionize one of Amazon's warehouses or not. And I think one of the biggest problems that are the last battle and the next battle is labor. The warehouse, the transition from Main Street into and U.S. manufacturing and everything else into just low-paid warehouse jobs has been brutal. It's been brutal on the workers. It's been brutal on the companies. The jobs are very difficult. Nobody really wants them. Historically, they've been paying terribly, and that is all changing, and it's changing so fast. And if companies don't take the perspective of investing in their workers, and I'm not just talking about paying them well or giving them good benefits, I'm talking about training so they can do more, so they can work alongside robots in sustainable ways. I think we're going to have crazy labor shortages on the delivery side of things, on the truck driver side of things. We're all hoping autonomous is going to, fill that on the warehouse and fulfillment. I mean, across the board, there just aren't enough bodies that are capable of doing the work and meeting the demand.
So automation, I mean, once again, I was going to, before you even talked about the labor issue, so I think there's going to be a real push towards automation because of the labor issue, right? Robotic and there's some pretty good technology development going on in the world of how you do pick and pack. And once again, there's robots, deliver walking packages upstairs and is it going to happen overnight? No, but that's, you're talking about echoes, right? And hearing what's going to go on in the future. I think that the labor is going to drive people. It's going to drive robotic process. It's going to drive automation. It's going to improve processes. And then finally, returns. We always forget about them until you get past peak and the Shipageddon is over, you think, and it's January, and you look over and you have 30 trailers in the yard of returns. The most sophisticated, I've seen sophisticated companies, retailers that do it really well. And then they're willing to take 10 cents on a dollar on the returns because they don't know how to deal with that stuff. And that is just a margin opportunity and a customer experience opportunity, maybe even more appointment. You got to get this better. I got a return for a big person, and I went to one of those drop places, and they were going to take care of it. There was 30 people online when I got there 2 days ago, and I just walked out. So that's not a good solution for me. But I once again, I think that it's going to continue to evolve. That's what we all know about supply chain, and e-commerce is going to continue to evolve. And so keep your eye, be future ready, as the term goes. Keep your eye on the future, because I think there's going to be opportunities that come out of that.
Great.
And Ben, can I reinforce what both of them said? Because Jeremy, I saw a 20% increase in labor cost last year in my warehouses in pick and pack labor. So yeah, speaking of those echoes that you're hearing coming down the path on that one, absolutely, I agree 100%. I'm seeing a ton of that already, and I think it's going to expand. Hopefully we can figure out something around immigration, because I think we need more bodies. Human capital is always undervalued in a tech environment, and we're a tech country at this point. Human capital is super valuable. And then Jimmy, I would say my customers are increasingly worried about returns. So I'd say I'm hearing the echoes of that as well. Like, talk about seeing around corners. I think you guys are both spot on what those future issues are looking like.